When am I going to get a wide body Hellcat? God. What? Why is this always happening? Why is people always knocking on my door? Who is it this time? Yo, Blossom. It's your brain. What? I'm sorry. How am I talking to my brain right now? You're supposed to be inside me. That's not the point. The fact is, in Rebel Racing, you are trying to find what tier B car you're trying to use, right? Well, yes. I'm currently deciding between the 2-star Ford GT and the 3-star Mercedes AMG. I really don't know which one I want, actually. Actually, you're a pretty good person to ask. You're my brain, right? So, listen, Blossom, it's a pretty easy answer here, okay? Follow your brain and choose the 3-star Mercedes-Benz, alright? Who has the largest PP? Okay, first off, that sounds really wrong. But the car with the most PP is indeed the Mercedes AMG. Exactly my point. So why would you even think about choosing the Ford GT if the Mercedes is basically just better in every way? It's more rare, it's more powerful, it will do better in events for you. Come on, man, just choose the AMG GT. I guess you do have a point. Yeah, I'll choose the AMG GT for my... Not so fast. What? Blossom, I'm your heart. I'm sorry, what? That is not a heart. That is... I'm sorry, brain. It's a little complicated. So my heart is actually a supercharged V8 Hellcat engine. That's right. And I ain't letting this brain tell you what to do, Blossom. You gotta follow me. You gotta follow your heart. And what your heart wants is that 2-star Ford GT. Am I right? Okay, well, yes, I really want the Ford GT. But we have to look at the facts. Like Brain said, the Mercedes AMG is better in every way. I mean, I should really take it. Listen up, Blossom. That Ford GT may not be as powerful as that AMG GT, alright? I understand what the brain is trying to say, but listen to your heart, alright? Look into me, alright? You know you like that Ford GT better. You know it's a cooler car. And when it came to Tier C, you will chose that Mitsubishi Lancer Evo over the GT40. Exactly because that Mitsubishi got you 3 stars instead of the GT40's 2 stars. Now listen, how did that go for you? Okay, you have a point. I really like the Mitsubishi, don't get me wrong. But I kinda wish I got the GT40 just because it's American and I really like American. Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there, Blossom. The Ford GT is not as good as the Mercedes, and that is a fact. Nah, don't listen to the brain, you understand? If you take the brain's advice, I'm gonna stop working. Well, if you take your heart's advice, which is apparently a supercharged V8, I'm going to stop working. Okay, guys, please. You're both kind of working together to keep me alive here. Can you please just keep working together, please? No matter what I choose. He does have a point. Yeah, I guess. But listen to me. You take that Ford GT, you understand? That's the car you want. That's the nice car. It might not be the most powerful one in your garage, but you know you won't regret it. Blossom, I'm going to say this one more time. Choose the AMG GT. It is the right thing to do. You understand? Okay, thanks. Thank you so much for both your... Look, you're giving me a lot on my plate right now, okay? And probably my roommates on the other side probably think I'm crazy because I'm doing 3 different voices at the same time, but... We'll figure it out what it is, so let's get into the video. Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome to yet another episode of Rebel Racing. It's been about a week now since the game has released, and you know, just comment down below, because I'm really curious. Just comment down below how far into Rebel Racing, or what stage of Rebel Racing you're in right now. If you're still playing the game, have you stopped? Have you finished it already? Got the Chiron or whatever the hypercars are? It would be interesting to know where you're at. As you guys know, especially from the opening skit, and I hope you enjoyed that. That was a bit different between a conversation of me, my heart, and my brain, and my heart is indeed a supercharged V8. Yeah, so as you guys know from the skit, I'm on Tier B now. You guys saw in my most recent Rebel Racing video, I beat Emma,
who smokes 5 packs of cigarettes a day and sounds like Batman, or the Cookie Monster, whichever you prefer. And I opened some gold crates to get some B cars. And as you know, I got a 3-star Mercedes-Benz AMG GT and a 2-star Ford GT. And for the longest time ever, I just didn't know which car I was going to pick. As you saw from the skit, they both have their own advantages. Obviously, the Mercedes AMG is indeed the better car. And the Ford GT, once again, I just really like it. And I felt kind of bad I didn't choose the GT40 when I decided to choose the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6, since this was 2 stars and the GT40 was 1 star. And also, I never got a GT40 from the gold pack for the C-Class car, so I guess it was a no-brainer to choose the Mitsubishi at this point. But this time, I actually got the Ford GT, but I also got the AMG GT, so it was a pretty hard decision. But after that little skit, I hope you guys also guessed what car I chose. So I'm just going to give you 3 more seconds for you to guess if I chose either the Mercedes or the Ford GT. 3, 2, 1, boom. Mercedes AMG GT 361 pp. I mean, it was a bit of a no-brainer. This car was better. It had, higher performance points. It was just more powerful. It was lighter, more agile. It was a no-brainer. But there's a little bit of irony in that, because no-brainer means no brain. And I don't have a brain anymore because I didn't follow my brain, because I went for the GT, baby. The GT is my B-Class car. It's only 2 stars, unfortunately. However, this has been the car I've been working on, and I love this thing to death. I really followed my V8 heart on this. So this is the upgrades I have on it right now. And I remember like 2 episodes ago, I asked you guys to choose a name for my Nissan 370. I went with Norman. Someone commented Norman the Nissan, and I just really like that, because Norman just sounded so subtle, yet so, like, it was just funny. I liked it. Norman the Nissan, it was so simple but so subtle. But right now here I have the 2006 Ford GT, which is really interesting because the Ford GT in Top Drives is the same model, but it's 2005. I don't know my Ford GTs that well. I know there's, GT40, Ford GT, and then the new one. But I'm sure they had different models throughout the years. Anyway, this is the spec I went for. So 2-tone, white, and I would say like a navy blue. Really, really beautiful color, I think. I gave it the white stripes, the decal, and I gave it that very iconic navy blue, as well as the very beautiful white wheels. Actually, I'm going to change those wheels right now. Where is it? Wheel color, red. There we go. I was actually running this for a while, but then I decided to change it to white wheels to keep the two-stone simplicity. But since today is Veterans Day, I think it's nice to kit out my Ford GT in red, white, and blue. It looks really nice, and with the red wheels, it looks like it has red boots on, and because of that, I'm gonna name my Ford GT Captain America. This is the Captain America of my garage. One really interesting thing though, is to have it in red. Honestly, red with the white stripes and the red wheels don't look too bad. Let's try with the white wheels. Oh, that actually looks solid. That genuinely looks solid. I might change it to red somewhere down the line, but for now we're gonna keep it with the blue and white, because I do really like the blue and white. I feel like red Ford GTs are really, really common. You see them all the time. That's why I went for the blue. It was something different, and the white and the blue really went well together. But like I said, it's Veterans Day, so we're gonna put on the red wheels, make it look like Captain America. Why not? However, I do have to admit, the white wheels look way nicer than the red wheels. I mean, you guys maybe disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, Mickey is still chilling here. I haven't changed Mickey as much, still 1 star. Really want to max him out, but still, I still don't have Ford Fuse tokens. Honestly, Ford Fuse tokens is exactly what I need and exactly what I'm looking for, because I need Ford Fuse tokens for the Mustang Mach-1 as well as the GT now, so that's going to be a lot of Ford Fuse tokens I'm going to use. And if I get any Mitsubishi ones, that wouldn't be too bad either for my 1999 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 6, which is really interesting. So I still have a bit to go in Tier B. I'm not going to be beating the boss anytime soon. However, today I do plan to beat the first stage of the boss. Here are the upgrades I have on the car right now on Captain America. I have maxed intake, max tires. Then I have a level 4 exhaust, gearbox, and engine, which are all 1 upgrade away from max. But as you can see, they're pretty expensive. And I'm going to need just shy of 90,000 cash to finish those 3. And then I need 2 more upgrades in my nitrous. So that's about 15k, another 25k, which makes about 35k plus 90k. I'm gonna need at least 125k to finish this car off. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a bit. I don't think I'll be out of tier B anytime soon. However, I think we are in a position where we can start thinking of an A car to choose from. So let's look at our selection. So knowing how this game works now, we're going to be forced to buy a tier A car once we beat the boss. Beating the boss in tier B gets you 200 cash, and unfortunately for some people, the only car you can get is the Camaro ZL11 LE. Now, I personally love this car a lot. I like this car. It is the weakest, I have to say, at 381 pp if you compare it to all the other cars. 381 is by far the lowest. The strongest is the Roof R35. It is the weakest one, but it's still a really cool car. I really like it, and you know, I guess it's good for me that I like it. But one of the cons of this game, and what I don't like, is there's just no option for you. So if you're a free-to-play player, you're basically forced into getting the ZL11 LE. So if you don't like the ZL11 LE, I'm sorry. But the good news is I don't think a lot of people hate this car. I personally love it. I think it's a great-looking car. But yeah, this is the only option for the free-to-play, because you can only get the Mustang GT with gold. You can't even get the Nismo for some reason. It just says coming soon. And you can get the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 with gold. Everything else is fine car and imports. Honestly though, the A-grade cars are probably what I'm most excited about. I mean, of course hypercars are cool and all, but they're not really my cup of tea, if that makes sense. My favorite selection, my favorite car from this whole selection is the Ford GT. The second in line would be the Pagani Zonda, and then the next one would be the Koenigsegg. So nothing too special for me there, but A is definitely something I'm going to be opening a lot of gold crates for, probably 1,000 keys worth. That is mainly due to the fact that I really want to get this bad boy right here, the Roof R35S. And if we get lucky, hopefully I'll get it at 4 stars, and I want to max this baby out, maybe have it in red, because I do want a red car. Obviously, I could make my Ford GT red, but I don't know. I kind of like the blue. Anyway, let's jump into some races and see what we can do. All right, so this is the first one I want to do. Ernesto. The first race, as you can see, I beat all the other people already. Trent, Alex, Dion, Bill, E. So now we have 3 Ernestos, 7.5, 10k, kind of similar to clubs and top drives, and then 200k as well. So let's have a little background check about this guy. Ernesto Alborada is the head of one of Spain's oldest aristocratic families. Born a duke. Wow, okay, I see you. He gave up his title to follow his dream and racing glory. All right, so this guy is, you know, the Spanish kind of F-boy, or kind of, I'm getting those vibes from him, you know. He doesn't button up his shirt and all that. He goes to clubs a lot. You can't beat good breeding, my friend. That is... Okay, all right. You saying your parents are horses or something? Like, that's just weird. Anyway, let's see what the boss car is. All right, so the boss car for tier D was the Ford Escort. Tier C was the Mustang. Oh, I got a little bit of talk about that Mustang. And then tier B is the Subaru. Honestly, the Subaru kind of looks like trash, honestly. I'm not going to win that. Don't really care about the Subaru. Let's see if I can beat it, though. This looks like it's a good race. It's pretty close. 7.5 meters behind me. Very, very close. Can we get the check flag? Tight turn. Coming on Captain America. Oh, one more turn. I thought we were done though. It looks like we got it though. Alright, so it was a really tight start, but we kind of pulled away in the end. But he was only less than a second behind, so that was really, really close. And we got the cash. The bag is secured. Let's see what we get. 7,775. Only if we got 2 cash more for 7,777. There is no shame in losing such a race. All right, well, let's see if you'll say that after I beat you 2 more times. However, that's going to take a while. That is going to take a while. So, I did say I have one thing I want to talk about the Mustang. If you guys remember from last episode, I couldn't get the Mustang because there was like I wouldn't say a glitch, but like, was there a glitch? Or a stumble point between going from the beta version of Rebel Racing to the original, or the worldwide release, and because of that, I couldn't grab the Mustang. However, thanks to Hutch and thanks to Katie and the guys at the team, they actually saw my video and they hooked me up with the Mustang in the end. So let's see. Let me see if I can put it in the garage. Let's remove one of the Mercedeses. And there we go. So here we are right now. Emma's 2015 Ford Mustang GT Custom, which is very, very nice. So far, it's really the only boss car I really like. Not a fan of the Subaru or the Ford, but I do really like this Mustang. I can't even beat Ernesto. My car isn't up to par. Oh, wait, no. That's because I'm looking at this car right now. I do like the decals on this. It's really interesting. You can't see them anywhere else. I'm getting, like, kind of music vibes. All these, like, little gray, like, lines here reminds me of, like, music waves. And I guess, like, music volume on the hood. I don't know. It's definitely pretty interesting. I also get, like, cobweb vibes. Like, I don't know, like spider cobwebs. I don't know. It's a cool looking car though. I mess with the vision. I like it. But let's get back to Mr. Captain America over here and see if we can beat Ernesto again. It still says the difficulty is at 2 bars and not 3, so maybe we have a chance. Let's see. I feel like this one's gonna be a lot harder. Focus. I am just a man. I gotta come up for a voice with this guy. I'm not gonna beat Ernesto today, but there'll be another episode where I beat Ernesto, and then I'll probably have a little skip before that. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what I think Ernesto is gonna sound like. I don't know if I'm gonna beat him now, but we will see. Ooh. Why am I not turning? The steering on the GT doesn't seem to be very good. Oh, it's gonna be close though. It's gonna be close though. Oh no! You know, that was a dire mistake for me when I hit the curb. Not the curb, but the railing on the right. Let's try it again. Do I have enough gas? Because beating him right now would be pretty nice, because that's 10 grand and I could put a fuse into maybe my gearbox, my transmission. Let's see. I gotta be focused on the turns. I thought that I'll have a chance to drift at that corner, but I didn't. So that kind of messed me up a little bit. So let's see if we can do it better. Yeah, see, it was that corner where I couldn't turn. Let's see. I'm ahead. Let's go. Final turn. Nice. He was really close behind though. Let's see what he says this time. So we get over 10 grand, we know that. Very nice. Let's see what this guy's gonna say, Mr. the Horseman. This is a new experience for me. Alright, cool. I really need to get a voice for him though. Alright, so let's put an upgrade into Mr. Captain America over here. It's, it's midnight now. It's not Veterans Day anymore. Never mind. So I can change the wheels back to white. Why not? Alright, let's see what we can do. So I can. Yeah, I gotta fuse this car. I'll show you what that screen is later because I haven't talked about that yet. I want to go for the most expensive upgrade here. Oh, I can't even afford it. I'm like 250 cash off. That's tough. All right, we're gonna do one more race. We'll do one more race. Get the cash, acquire the bag, and then we'll max out our transmission. All we need to do is beat Al, so it should be pretty easy. Hopefully. Catch up to him. Good. Oh, here's the finish line. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. Especially when the game told you it was going to be easy. It didn't feel easy at all. First place, and we have earned the green. Yep, let's upgrade. Let's. Oh, it wasn't transmission, not the gearbox. It was the engine that I wanted to max out. And have the right parts. Very nice. So let's put you in there and get you situated. So then I'll have half of the components of this car maxed out. I'll just need to do the nitrous, the gearbox, and like the other thing. Anyway, one thing I want to talk about before I end the video is fusing. So fusing, basically what you need to do is, first of all, you need to collect these things, the fuse tokens. And honestly, I've been talking to Katie and just the Hutch team yet, but they haven't replied to me. I don't really know how you get these tokens. It looks like so far the only way you can get them is from PvE events. And there's one going on right now, but I don't really know how it works because I completed that PvE event, finished all 3 races, but I didn't get any tokens from the rewards. Someone told me that you get the tokens after the PvE event finishes, so like in like 5 days for me, but I don't know. And even then, Like, is it random what manufacturer token you get, and how many do you get? Like, how much of a grind is it going to be to get tokens? Because I went for a huge risk here, actually taking the 2-star Ford GT instead of the 3-star AMG GT. So, you know, like I said, followed my heart over my brain on this one. It really was a no-brain move. But I love this car, Captain America. But yeah, let's do the fusing. Let me show you what fusing is about. So once you get those tokens, what you want to do... Why is that fuse button gone? Let's go to garage. Let's go to cars. Oh, probably because it's upgrading right now, so I can't show you. But I can show it to you here. So what basically happens is, this is different from top drives. Once you reach a certain like fuse amount of points, so like as you can see here, I need 1,000 fuse points to get my Mercedes-AMG GT to 4 stars. Unlike top drives, where you put in 3 cars of the rarity below, you can put in, you have to put in more than 3 cars. You have to put in like as many cars like necessary to fill up that 1,000 gap. And you don't even need to put in cars that is 1 rank below. You can put in cars that are 2 ranks below. So as you can see here, I can put in Mickey, not Mickey, Mickey's twin brother, and the Mazda, and you know, they would count to the fuse total. I mean, they don't count a whole lot because like one is worth 80, both are worth 80 fuse points out of 1,000, so they're not going to be worth a lot, but you know, you can throw them in there if you want. So let's just see how many cars it takes for me to get this Mercedes to 4 stars. And obviously I can't do that because I don't have Mercedes fuse token, so a lot of components going into this. I don't know how I feel about it. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Or let's get rid of that BMW. Let's just put in 9. Nope. 9. There. So 9 cars. It takes me 9 cars just to get this Mercedes to 4 stars. That's a lot. That is a lot. I feel like a lot of the players, a lot of you guys watching this, you probably don't even have 9 cars in your garage, so it's definitely going to be a grind and a half. Why did I say half like a British person? That was weird. But yeah, obviously, you know, that's because that's a B. So let's say I wanted to max out Mickey, right? It'll be a bit cheaper, but then I have less options. So I only have 2 cars to choose from. So I have, yeah, these 2 basically. But it wouldn't be too bad because I'll just open another golden crate, get 1 more D car, and then just put it. I don't know. It's a lot to think about, but it's nothing I can prioritize my thoughts on because I don't even have fuse tokens yet. Anyway, before we end the video, let's just open some crates, shall we? Because I'm kind of feeling that right now. There we go. Shop, car imports. Let's see. So we can open some bronze crates. We have, you know, golden keys as well. However, I don't really want to waste those golden keys. I want to wait till I'm on grade A. So let's just open some bronze. Let's just get some cash. That's really what I need. Got 2K cash from that. We can open another one, but that's going to be all that we can afford. 2,000 cash. Okay. Ford Uncommon. Yeah, so you can't really get tokens from these crates. But that's about it. So that's another episode of Rebel Racing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Blossom out.